Hey Sagittarius. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Sorry, I gotta clean my camera lens. Okay. You guys are last but not least for today until I move forward with the water signs. So Sagittarius, this is for sun, moon, and rising placements of Sagittarius for the Aries full moon. I am reading for both sidereal and Western astrological placements, so make sure that you guys keep that in mind and check that out in your chart. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Please check your moon and or rising placements for deeper resonance, okay? As much as if you check for your sun sign, that's great, awesome, but make sure you're also checking for your rising and your moon sign. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to my ancestors of light and messengers of light and my guardians and protectors for what they see in the forecast and what they want to relay to you guys for this upcoming, or not this upcoming, for this Aries full moon that for me it just passed on yesterday. For others of you, you may be experiencing the full moon like as of right now. Okay, so it's between the 6th and the 7th of October. And I hope that you guys are enjoying this month of October as well, because it is a month number 1. So definitely make sure that you know, whatever you want to start, October might be a good time for you guys to start it. Okay. All right, let's see, ancestors, for the sign of Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. For this Aries full moon, let's see, Sagittarius, what you guys need to know, what you guys need to work on, and what powers reside within you that you guys can utilize towards your success and your healing. You know, what wounds need to be healed for you guys as a whole, as those born under the constellation of Sagittarius. Okay, some of you guys, this is beautiful. Some of you guys, you actually are healing some deep wounds actually right now. You guys are facing your past, specifically your past when you were a child. Some of you guys may be actually like connecting with emotions and having experiences in your life where you just kind of start feeling nostalgic, or you start reminiscing about things and you're just like, you know, this feels like home, right? Or this feels safe, you know. I get the sense that, you know, okay. I just get the sense that some of you guys may come from a background in your family where you guys are specifically Christian. I'm not sure what type of Christian, because yes, there are different types of Christians out there. Different types of forms of Christianity out there. Some of you specifically, the energy of Christianity or the energy of Christ consciousness or Jesus may help you, or has been a help on your journey. Some of you may have had some experiences in life where, you know, a certain type of religion was instilled in you, but it may not have been instilled in you in the right ways. And it may have kind of caused you to never really devote yourself to that form of religion, because you never were shown the the love and the understanding that was supposed to come with this religion and these teachings for some of you. Okay, because I like to look at the pros and cons of everything, not just the good, and I don't just like to look at the bad. So when it comes to your childhood, some of you guys may have, had a good childhood, or, but I'm getting a different vibe where your childhood may have been full of religion and going to church or getting baptized or christened or reading the Bible and praying. And maybe those were just your spiritual beliefs in your family. And there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it for some of you. And now in your life today, that may be kind of coming full circle in an interesting way, where you are kind of thinking about praying more. You're thinking about connecting with people, or you may actually end up, God or your ancestors are organizing some experiences for you so that you can meet people who are Christian or who are of a certain religious practice, right? Or who have certain beliefs, and they may bless you in your life today. And others of you, at the same time, you may actually be reminded of your childhood and understand like why you maybe don't go to church, and you're facing a lot of those things from your past. But I'm getting that there is just a new chapter in love for you, and not just romantic, but like love with your family, love of yourself, love with your friends. There is a newfound sense of empathy that those of you who never really had that, you found it. This Aries full moon is helping you find that. And this Aries full moon is also, especially with the eclipses that just happened, in Virgo and Pisces, you guys might actually have started to really focus on your health, your physical health. Okay. I really feel very positive about this reading, Sagittarius, because there may be those of you watching this or listening to this, and you may look back at your past and you may have had a very challenging past. That is all starting to wash away so that you can be a new version of yourself, a new version of, a new identity, even in some way, shape, or form. I like seeing these cards come out because I know that the readings in the past have been a bit challenging. The energies of your reading, Sagittarius, have been a bit challenging this year. But I'm getting that as the year comes to a close, you are closing certain chapters and certain doors in your life. And I think that it's absolutely amazing to see the progress that just the energy of Sagittarius is experiencing right now. I'm very happy for you guys. Okay, and for those of you who may be in a really bad spot right now, Sagittarius, you may be holding on to some things. You may be holding on to some people and some energies that do not hold love for you. They're just using you. Let them go. Your physical health is, some of you guys, your physical health is at risk because of the energies that you surround yourself with. It's time to let it go. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much you feel like, your inner child is being fed, within a situation, you may be in danger of actually just accepting a relationship or accepting a job because it feels comfortable. It may feel like it's giving you something that you never had when you were a child, but that does not mean that what you are entertaining and what you are embracing is going to heal you. It's just comfortable. And sometimes people are comfortable in something that is actually deadly for them, is actually hurting them. So some of you guys really need to start praying. You really need to start praying. Because this energy of Jesus, or this energy, this spiritual energy of like innocence, protecting innocence, I get the sense that some of you Sagittarius, recently you had to face the fact that your innocence when you were a child was taken away from you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. That's the first step of healing that wound, is talking about and facing that trauma. Okay. You may have been used in some way, shape, or form by someone in your past. And there could be some things happening in your life now that's reminding you of that. The true energy of Jesus or Christ, the true energy, you know, I'm not a Christian, but the true energy of that spiritual energy, that frequency, is very nurturing and protecting of innocence. I feel like the real energy of Jesus is the protector of children, the protector of childhood. No one who condones child neglect, child abuse, or anything going on with hurting children in any way, that is not Christ consciousness. That is not the true essence of Jesus. Okay? I don't care what religion you're a part of. I believe in the true energy of deities, the true energy and the true identity of someone's spirit. And if you have been raised, Sagittarius, in a way where there's like Christ consciousness, or it's a certain religion, but you have been abused by those same people who are supposed to be teaching you a certain religion that's supposed to be all about love and understanding and wisdom, that would, you know, that caused a lot of damage for some of you, if not all of you, if you guys dealt with this type of thing. That's what I'm just getting. It's very specific, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. And you're healing from that. It's time to heal from that and start to realize that's not real. Like, what is real? What is, and some of you guys may have been met by people who actually have shown you, like, this is what love is. This is what true love is. And it's a blessing if you, if you embrace those types of people, the people who actually are showing you love, even if you didn't really want to embrace it at first, Sagittarius. I get the sense that you're going to start embracing it now. Okay. But if you're having a hard time embracing love, it's probably because, something happened to you when you were a child, something happened to you when you were younger, and it stripped you of that energy. It stripped you of your innocence. Okay, I'm not going to get into that, but you guys, for those of you who have experienced that, you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. But it all gets better. It really does. You may not have seen in your future that things would ever get better, but it gets better. There you go. You got Jupiter. That's your planet. That's your ruling planet. It says optimism, growth, and opportunity. Things get better. Things get better. You have Gemini at the bottom of the deck. That's your sister sign or your brother sign. Get out there and be curious, Sagittarius. Go live life. Some of you guys, your childhood, like somebody just stripped you of everything that you felt that you wanted, all of your desires, if your love, your curiosity, your magic. Someone took that away from you, and now it's time to go back out into the world and get it back. It's time for you to heal your soul and take whatever was, take back whatever was taken from you. Put your crown back on. Okay. And this, for some of you, that is something you've never done before. You may have always been like walking around like with a knife in your back pocket, so to speak, ready to fight, ready to, to have to protect yourself. But now you don't have to do that anymore. Okay. This is a year of endings. It's a year number 9, 2025. It's the year number 9. So anybody who's been doing things that they shouldn't have been doing and getting away with it, it's not happening this year. They're exposed. So anybody who has done anything towards you, Sagittarius, and they got away with it back then, they're not getting away with it now. It doesn't matter whether they're alive or passed on. Their souls have to answer for what they've done. It could be that somebody in your family may mention something and you end up mentioning something and you guys start talking about something that nobody even knew happened, right? Maybe you talk to a friend, or you talk to a therapist, or you talk to a significant other. I don't know. And things just kind of come to light, right? You have Mercury here. You have Jupiter and Mercury. You need to talk, Sagittarius. You need to talk about what you want. Some of you guys need to go to therapy or talk to somebody about what's happened to you, how you've been feeling about something or somebody. You need to express yourself, and you need to place yourself in environments and experiences where you can express yourself safely. Even if it's you being angry at somebody, you need relationships where there are people who are willing to create space for you to express yourself freely, right? And that can be with a specific, like a best friend. Again, it could be with your therapist. It could be, I don't know, with a spiritual practitioner. It could be with a parent. It could be with, again, with a significant other where, maybe you guys are best friends, okay? Like, that's your confidant and you guys talk about anything, okay? Especially for those of you might have Gemini in your chart. You may have a specific placement in your Jupiter and your Mercury where you do need to be around people. You do need to be able to express yourself freely, okay? That's important to your existence. You need to be able to be around people and share your energy, right? If you're in a committed relationship, still, you can have some friends that you talk to. You can, you need to be able to go out and have fun. So it may be good for you, Sagittarius, if you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't really like to go out. That's okay. But you need to be in a relationship with people. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but it might be good for you guys if you're not in a relationship just yet and you're looking for a relationship. It might be good for you to be in a relationship with someone who is okay with you going out and having fun. Okay. Not in a cheaty way, but like someone that trusts you and knows that you're not cheating on them and you're not doing any, like, committing any infidelity. You need somebody who they may not like to go out as much, but maybe getting into a relationship with someone, if you're single, maybe you might want to get into a relationship with someone who actually likes to go out and have fun as much as you do, right? But if not, they should at least make sure that they respect the fact that you need to be around people. You need to mingle, make friends, things like that. Okay. But if you're not looking for a relationship and you want to be single, go out and have fun. Do not allow whoever has hurt you in your past to take that away from you, to take away your magic. Okay. Because there are people, they actually steal people's energy. They steal people's magic and use it for their own selfish gain. People have done it time and time again throughout history. Okay? Take your energy back. Do not give your energy to anybody who doesn't deserve it, Sagittarius. Man, your cards are talking right now, dang. Okay, so some of you guys, you might be dealing with a father figure. Maybe there are those of you, you're trying to, yeah, you're taking charge of your life. I do see that. You're taking charge of your life again. Okay? You're nurturing yourself. I really love seeing this. But others of you, you may have, a father figure or a grandfather figure who really did you dirty, or who in your past, maybe they never allowed you to express yourself freely. They never allowed you to share your emotions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You may have had a father figure who always kept an eye on you, never really allowed you to do much of anything. Could have been because of tradition. You may have had a family member growing up that was spying on you or just didn't like you, or I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack there, Sagittarius, but some of you guys, when you were a child, somebody didn't like you, or there was some type of abuse going on that you held inside of yourself. Others of you, maybe you didn't really have like abuse going on, but maybe it was a little bit of neglect, or maybe, your parents probably really loved you, your family loved you, but they just didn't really understand how to allow you to be yourself. Okay. They didn't understand how to embrace you for who you are. You might have become a challenge for your family in the past, and that's the challenge that they needed in order to heal themselves, right, when you were born. You guys are strong though, Sagittarius. You guys are resilient. Yeah. You guys are resilient. You guys have carried a lot in your life. And I think I see here that you guys are going to be rewarded for that. Your throat chakra, your self-expression, all of that is being healed right now. Baby steps. Just take baby steps, you guys. Okay? I love seeing this. I love seeing you guys heal yourselves. I love seeing you guys focus on your health. And at least, even if you're not doing anything about your health right now, at least you're thinking about it. I see that there are those of you guys, you're talking about it, you're thinking about it, you're sharing with people what you've been through. I really love seeing that for you guys, Sagittarius. But for those of you guys, if you're looking for like some type of religious help or spiritual help, it's out there for you. And you guys do have spirits and entities of light who actually want you to grow, and they're protecting you. They're looking after you. But specifically, there are those of you, Sagittarius, where the energy of Jesus is actually your guide. That's very specific. Okay. And it's very rare that an actual like deity or an actual spiritual presence like Jesus comes out in a reading for me, for you, for any of the readings I've done. So some of you guys, maybe you guys are very Christ conscious, and maybe the energy of Jesus was introduced to you, or maybe you were raised with it and you saw the light there. And I think that that's valid. That's valid. Okay. So, I'm not a Christian, I'm a different type of like spiritual practitioner, but this is valid. If the energy of Jesus is your light, follow it. Just make sure that it's true, because the energy of Jesus, the real energy of Jesus is not abusive. It's not going to neglect you. It's not going to abandon you, right? So wherever you've experienced that in your life, Sagittarius, that's not real. That's not real love, should I say. That's not real Jesus energy, okay? For those of you who are going to go down that route. But for those of you where Jesus is not, that's not for you. When it comes to innocence, when it comes to love, all of the good energies that can bless you in your life, that is what you need to be focused on, point blank, period. And stay away from these people who try to block that and who try to make you hard and rigid. So if you have family members or parents, anybody who is trying to make you hard and are just strict and not allowing you to be yourself, you just might end up realizing that you need to stay away from them. Or there may be some things that God sets in place where you end up having to be blocked from them. to protect you from them, okay? And that can be hard. That can be hard. So much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.